seventh batch of PhD. We also welcome the third batch of MSTSL program. To commence the inaugural ceremony, I would like to request our esteemed dignitaries to please come forward and take their seats on the dais. I request everyone to please join me in welcoming them with a huge round of applause. Chief Guest for the day, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, Chief Executive Officer and Chairman Board of the Center for Developments of Telematics. Honorable Director, IIM Amritsar, Professor Samir Kumar Srivastava. Dean Academics and Programs, Professor Sujit Raghunath Rao Jagdale. Chairperson MBA Program, Professor Shweta Singh. Chairperson Admissions, Professor Harpreet Kaur. And Chairperson Doctoral Program, Professor Pavneet Singh. With this profound thought, we begin today's ceremony by evoking life, a symbol of knowledge, purity, and auspicious beginnings. I now invite our esteemed dignitaries and respected alumnus to kindly come forward and inaugurate the ceremony by lighting the ceremonial lamp. Now, I request you all to please rise for the national song. Please take your seats. It is a moment of great joy and pride to have Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay with us for this auspicious evening. We are immensely thankful to you, sir, for gracing this event. Now, I would like to request our Director, sir, to welcome today's chief guest, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, representing the women. May I now invite Chairperson Admissions, Professor Harpreet Kaur, to address the gathering and welcome the 12th batch of MBA, 6th batch of MBA BA, 6th batch of MBA HR, and 7th batch of PhD.
A very good evening to everyone. I extend heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay. It is my pleasure to join our director, Professor Samir Kumar Srivastava, our Dean Academics and Programs, Professor Sujit Chattale, esteemed faculty colleagues on and off the dais, our staff members in warmly welcoming the 12th batch of MBA, 6th batch of MBA in Business Analytics, MBA in Human Resource Management, and incoming PhD scholars. I wholeheartedly congratulate each one of you for earning your place at IIM Amritsar. I'm proud to share that this cohort truly represents the spirit of India, bringing together students from across the country with diverse academic backgrounds and varying levels of work experience. This richness of perspectives will make every classroom discussion more meaningful and every group assignment a valuable learning experience. Make most of this diversity because some of your greatest learnings will come not only from professors but also from each other. As you sit here today, take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Behind every seat in this hall is a story of hard work, resilience, and perseverance. Late nights of CAT preparation, countless mock tests, personal interviews, uncertainty of offer letters. Today, you begin an exciting new chapter. With every new beginning, there comes a new set of challenges. The journey ahead will once again demand your very best and sometimes even more. There will be again sleepless nights, demanding schedules, and the moments that test your mental and physical resilience. But remember, this is through these challenges that true growth happens. Over next 2 years, the Institute will give you countless opportunities, both inside and outside the classroom, to learn, to lead, and to grow. Please embrace these opportunities, step out of your comfort zone, and make most of every experience that comes your way. In end, I wish all of you all the very best for this exciting new journey ahead. May your time at IIM Amritsar be rewarding, enriching, and truly transformative. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouragement to the batch. I would now like to invite Chairperson MBA Program, Professor Shweta Singh, to address the gathering and welcome the new batch.
Honorable Director, sir, distinguished Chief Guest, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, Dean Academics, Professor Sujit, Dean Admin, Professor Arvind Kaushik, and Dean Research, Professor Gurvi, the esteemed alumni, Mr. Anshuman, the faculty members, the staff, and most importantly, my dear students. Good evening. Was not able to hear you. Still not audible. Yes, that's what, and that's the momentum, and that's the energy that you have to carry for next 2 years, right? So just be lively, have fun in these 2 years that you have here at IIM Amritsar. Right, and now it of course gives us pleasure to welcome the 12th batch of MBA, 6th batch of MBA BA, 6th batch of MBA HR, 7th batch of MBA PhD program. We also have our third batch of MSDSM program who have just finished their first year at IIT Ropar and have joined us for the second year of the program. Right, so of course a very warm welcome to all of you. Right, so I would want to reiterate a lot of things which Professor Harpreet mentioned, that and this has I've been saying this quite often, that the learnings not just happen in classroom, right? There are multiple ways in which you will be learning beyond the classroom. But two things that I would want to emphasize more specifically, which I am sure a lot of my colleagues will kind of also agree to me. So the first, of course, is your dedication to academics, right? And when I say dedication to academics, every institution plays a great value on intellectual curiosity. That is something which is non-negotiable, right? So I would encourage you to ask questions, challenge ideas respectfully, read beyond what is prescribed in your coursework, and what I'm again trying to imply is that academic rigor is something which is non-negotiable, and that is going to take you a long way. Right, so that's first. The second thing that I would want to emphasize is more to do with interpersonal skill, which is giving respect. Right, now when I say giving respect, as an institution, there are multiple stakeholders who contribute to make us function. And when I say multiple stakeholders, it's not just the faculty members. We have our staffs, we have program office, we have administrative staff. You will be interacting with hostel staff, you will be interacting with IT staff, library staff, housekeeping staff. Quite often the contribution which they make goes unnoticed, right? That doesn't mean that they are not contributing. They are contributing in their own way, which again is something which is very crucial to the functioning of any institution for that matter. Right, so an important learning there itself that you have to remember that leadership is not reflected only in how we interact with people who are in a position of authority. Right, it is also reflected in treating the individuals whose contribution often go unnoticed. Right, so treat every individual with dignity and respect. Right. So the last thing that I would want to point out is that embrace the chaotic journey that lies ahead. Now, when I say chaotic journey, understand that over the next 2 years you will have multiple events going on together. So when I say multiple events going on together, you of course will have exams and in-class projects, presentations, and assignments to submit. You will have case competitions going on, you will have placement processes going on, you will have club and committee activities going on, and quite often you will have self-doubts, right? And you will feel overwhelmed, right? And that's perfectly normal, right? That's perfectly normal. Quite often you will have self-doubts and you might think that you probably won't be able to manage the pressure that you have. And let me also tell you very frankly, a few of you probably will be able to manage it and a few of you will not be able to manage it. And like I said, that's perfectly normal. What will matter is that you will learn to prioritize the different events that are going on. You will learn to give and ask for support and help. Right, that is one learning that you will have, and of course, needless to say, ask for help when needed. Right, and when I say ask for help when needed, it's not just from your peers and your seniors, student, but also from the faculty members, whoever you are comfortable with. Please approach them, talk to them, and we will see what how can we help you out. Right, so continue moving forward. One day, years from now, you probably will not remember every lecture and every assignment that you submit, but you definitely will remember the 3 AM presentations that you will be preparing, right? You definitely will be, remembering the, conversation that you will have in the hostels, right? So embrace this journey in its entirety. Like I said, it's going to be chaotic. Embrace it, and finally, also remember that, while you are here to build career, we are also hoping that you build character, right? So yes, with that, I'll stop. On behalf of IIM family, I welcome you all, and you're welcome once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your guidance to the bench. I would now like to invite Chairperson Doctoral Program, Professor Pavneet Singh, to address the gathering and welcome the new bench.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Upadhyay ji, respected directors, my esteemed faculty colleagues, distinguished guests, and my dear students. It is my great pleasure to welcome the incoming batches of the MBA, MBA BA, MBA HR, MScs, and PhD programs to IIM Amritsar. Firstly, congratulations to all of you. You made it after a very rigorous and competitive admission process, and you earned the opportunity to be here, and we are delighted to welcome you. This is perhaps one of the most exciting times to begin a management education. AI is reshaping businesses, industries, and even the way that we are learning and doing our research. While AI is becoming an indispensable tool, it also reminds us that critical thinking, sound judgment, curiosity, creativity, and the ability to ask meaningful questions remain uniquely human strengths. And this is what we are hoping to nurture in all of you here at IIM Amritsar. To the MBA students, I wish you an enriching journey filled with learning, friendships, and experiences that prepare you to become responsible leaders. Uh, to the doctoral scholars, let me extend a special welcome. A PhD is unlike any other academic program. It marks the transition from learning existing knowledge to creating new knowledge. Over the coming years, you will immerse yourself in research, question-enabled ideas, and work towards generating insights that advance management as a discipline. This journey will be intellectually stimulating, but it will also demand patience and resilience. Research, it rarely follows a straight line path. There will be moments of uncertainty, there will be moments of setbacks. Uh, Embrace the success and the failure both with equal enthusiasm. As chairperson of the doctoral program, I want to assure you that you will have the full support and guidance of dedicated faculty members and the doctoral program office. We look forward to seeing you grow into independent scholars who make meaningful contributions to academia, industry, and society. To all the students, I encourage you to approach your time at IIM Amritsar with curiosity, humility, and an open mind. The knowledge you gain here is important, but equally important will be the values, the friendships, and the experiences that will stay with you long after you leave campus. Once again, congratulations and welcome to IIM Amritsar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Further, in continuation to the welcome address, I would now like to invite Dean Academics and Programs, Professor Sujit Raghunath Rao Jagdale, to address the gathering and welcome the new batch.
Thank you. Respected Director, Chief Guest, Admin, Dean of Research in Absentia, MBA Program Chair, Admissions Chair, faculty colleagues, non-teaching staff, and most importantly, the incoming students of MBA 12, MSDSM 3, batch and doctoral candidates. Welcome to IIM Amritsar. You finally made it here. Today I do not want to talk about what you people have already achieved. I want to talk about the world you people are stepping into. As an institute, our job is not to just help you secure corporate position. Our job is to help build a new generation of leaders. And the world today desperately needs a new kind of leadership. We're living the era of exceptional global disruptions. Look at any major headlines these days. What we see is escalating wars, ongoing devastating civil conflicts, and the worsening realities of climate change. Look at the recent European heat waves and lives it took. These are not just distant geopolitical and environmental issues where we can afford to sit on a fence and watch it. There are massive economic and humanitarian crises. They disrupt supply chains, destabilize markets, and displace millions of lives. Let me caution you, the old playbook of business management cannot solve these problems. Come closer to home, India. We as a country are witnessing a defining moment in technological history. The global AI order is being drawn. India stands at a critical crossroads. We have the data, we have the tech talent, and we have the scale. But we still will we just be at the back office processes for global AI giants, or will we become the architects who define how AI serves the humanity? That choice will rest essentially on this particular generation. You are the generation that must secure India's rightful place in the global, and I say quote unquote, digital order, new global digital order that is going to be redefined, and probably you people have very fundamental role to play in it. When you face challenges of this magnitude, It is very easy to feel small. It is easy to think, what can a single management student do? Let me share a recent history, and essentially all of us know that in this from this world of sports. Think about Cape Verde national football team. Cape Verde, very small, tiny island nation off the coast of West Africa, with a population of, I would say, 1/5 that of the population of this particular town, that is Amritsar, not more than 500,000 people. Yet in the Soccer World Cup, they punched far above their weight, defeating continental giants with millions of citizens and massive sports budgets. How does a small, tiny nation achieve this level of success? It isn't because of superior infrastructure or infinite resources. It is because of sheer, pure passion, discipline, and deep rooted sense of collective purpose. They don't just play for themselves, they play for their community, they play for their nation. That is the mindset you people will have to cultivate over the next 2 years here. But true leadership is never just about personal ambition. It is about passion, it is about mission, it is about collective responsibility. Your role as an IIM Amritsar student extends far beyond your own career trajectory. You carry the hopes of your parents and families who supported you to get to this particular point here. More than that, you owe debt to the society which created the institutions of excellence. At IIM Amritsar, we are committed to mixing rigorous academic standards with real world impact. We'll push you beyond standard textbooks. The next 2 years will move incredibly fast. You will face, of course, surprise quizzes, tight assignment deadlines, and the pressure of placement is certainly going to be there. Embrace it. Let this campus be the crucible that shapes your character. Be passionate like Cape Verde. Be conscious of global disruptions around you. Drive India's technological future. And above all, remember your responsibility to your family and, of course, the society. Welcome to the IIM Amritsar family. Let's make these 2 years truly monumental. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words. I would now like to invite our esteemed director, Honorable Chief Guest, and Scholarship Chair, Professor Shweta Singh, to felicitate the awardees of the Merit Scholarship from the 11th batch of MBA, 5th batch of MBA BA, and 5th batch of MBA HR in recognition of their outstanding academic performance in the first year. We request each awardee to come forward as the name is called. Ganga Ramani Simran Dilip from MBA. Nakshatra Mehta from MBA BA. Vidisha Saxena from MBA HR. Sahil Alok Biju from MBA BA. Anukriti Mishra from MBA. Mansi Agarwal from MBA. And Saurabh Tiwari from MBA BA. Many congratulations to all the awardees. From the corridors of IIM Amritsar to achieving excellence in the professional world, our alumni continue to inspire and lead by example. It's a privilege to introduce a respected alumnus whose remarkable journey stands as a testament to dedication, resilience, and excellence. Mr. Anshuman Singh Teotia, a proud graduate of IIM Amritsar from the first MBA batch, a strategy and operations professional with experience at prominent companies like IIMAm, Potter, and GreenSmart Mobility. Currently serving as Lifecycle Head at GreenSmart Mobility India, helping build the operational foundation for the country's entry into the Indian market. Known for transforming business vision into actionable strategies, developing scalable systems, and driving measurable results across customer-facing platforms. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Anshuman Singh Teotia to share his journey and experiences with the incoming batch.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. I wish my manager thinks the same about me. That's it. All right. So, good evening, Inspector guests, faculties, non-staff members, and most importantly, the people of the art. The batch who are starting their journey here. Welcome and congratulations for making it here. Please clap for yourself. Coming back today makes me humble and proud of what we have achieved. Yesterday I visited campus and it's pretty good. And it reminds me of the campus which we had in Polytechnic College. I started in 2017. We had 2 classes. We used to shuttle between residence and the classes, catching the buses, breakfast on the go. So today I stand by you, not as something like if I achieve something or not, just the difference between you and me is that I happen to have 8 to 9 years of experience. So what I can say, I will advise you something which I have learned along the way, so you can use it, maybe make your journey a better one. But before I start, I like to address a noise which everyone have in one intensity or the other. The noise which we also had is like, have I chosen the right course? Have I chosen the right college? I can understand the noise. It was 10 times bigger when I joined. No placement records, no campus, and lot of unknowns. But fast forward 10 years, the colleagues of mine, which was sitting just where you are sitting, now are working with the top companies in India and international. To name few, Amazon, ICICI, McKinsey, and so on and so forth. Some have started their own startups and doing really well. So the question is not whether you have chosen the right course, right timing, right college. The question is what you do with this, with all the opportunities you have. And this great career are the testament of the college and the great faculties we have here. So clap for the faculties as well. Last week, I was thinking about what to tell you people. General motivation is all over Instagram and YouTube. I cannot teach you or tell you anything technical because faculties are the best in the business for that. So I'm going to theme it like this. If I have to do my MBA again or any course here, what 5 things I will do to make it better? And for that, I'm very sure that if you people follow 3 or 4 out of 5, you're going to extract the maximum out of the course and the time and the money you have been putting into it. The first and the foremost, which I've learned the hard way, is that your batchmates are your actual degree. And what I meant by that is, when you do a group discussion, when you do a course presentation, you talk to the person who have a marketing experience, background, mathematical, engineering, and economics. You get to learn about the various perspectives of what they think. And fast forward it after the course is the same thing you're doing in job as well. You're talking to somebody with a marketing perspective, somebody with a finance perspective, and you have to understand their perspective, make them understand your perspective, and come with a common ground. So practice as much as you can, having a diverse group, understanding with each other, have a common understanding. So this will help you a lot in your job ahead. Second, and the foremost, is to build meaningful connections and networking. So that doesn't mean that you like spam people on LinkedIn and everywhere else. Meaningful connection means you talk to your alumni, talk to your faculties, talk to the guest lecturer properly, and stay in connect with them. Once a week, drop in a message, a very friendly message with understanding your question. So, okay, let's put in the math way. 54 weeks a year, at least 100 weeks. So if you put one conversation, 1 week, you happen to have 100 connections at the end of 2 years, which can help you in your career, which can help you in your job hunt, and so on and so forth. Third, which I have done the hard way, is that to fail a lot. I wish everybody fails a lot. Reason being, college is your safety net. This was told to us by one of our very good faculty during that time. College is your safety net. Nobody judges you. But in job, your manager judges you every day. So develop skills, learn new things, relearn new things. Feel free to fail because this is the safety net you have. In job, it's like a live cricket match with no room for error. So take up new skills. Feel free to fail because this is the question you have may not even have after the college. And the fourth one, which like we all fall prey to, is that don't compare yourself with anybody. Everyone have their own journey, everybody's playing their own game. But always compare yourself what you were a month before, because everybody is having their own journey. The idea is to improve yourself week on week, month on month, year on year. Ask yourself whether you are able to do this task better, what you were doing a month before. Are you able to do this particular project better, what you were doing a month before? So again, same thing, 100 weeks, one task at a time, 100 times better. So please keep that in mind. Fifth and the last is to have fun. No need to explain this part. Make memories, have fun, enjoy your course, enjoy your rigor, but don't forget to call home, because at this time, what we forget is that we stop calling homes at time, we reduce the intensity of calling home. Your parents may not call you a lot because they may feel you must be busy, but take out times, 5 minutes a day. It means a lot to them. So the question I will leave you today is not that what this course and college have for you. What question I want to leave you is that what you're gonna do with the platform you got, and from tomorrow, what you will start doing, so you can make yourself and the college proud. Thank you so much.
We extend a heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Anshuman Singh Teotia for sharing his insightful experiences with us today. We believe his words have truly inspired and enlightened our participants. I would now request our Director Sir to felicitate Mr. Anshuman Singh Teotia as a token of our appreciation for his invaluable contribution and continued support to his alma mater. It is now time to hear from the visionary leader at the IIM Amritsar. We are honored to have with us Professor Sameer Kumar Srivastava, Director of IIM Amritsar. A graduate in electrical engineering from IIT BHU and a PhD from IIM Lucknow, Professor Srivastava brings with him over 3 decades of diverse experience spanning academia, research, consulting, and industry. His rich professional journey includes leadership roles in the Aditya Birla Group and significant contributions to the TPM implementation, leading Indo-Gulf Corporation to win the prestigious TPM Excellence Award from JIPM Japan. At IIM Lucknow, he has held several key administrative roles, including Dean of Research, and has led groundbreaking initiatives such as the South Asia's first public procurement observatory. He figures among the top 2% scientists in the world based on career-long impact as recognized in Stanford Standardized Citation Index. He has authored several books, served as editor-in-chief of Metamorphosis, and been part of numerous national and international advisory boards. His professional engagements include organizations such as the World Bank, DRDO, Tata Motors, the Indian Army, and the Competition Commission of India. Professor Srivastava's contributions help to shape both policy and practice across sectors. Please join me in welcoming our esteemed Director Sir, Professor Sameer Kumar Srivastava.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
You spoke much louder when Dr. Shweta will you. I expect something as good, if not better. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good. That's like energetic, young, vibrant community. The students are joined with full vigor, full energy. Good. Welcome on behalf of IIM Amritsar community to IIM Amritsar. Our distinguished chief guest for the inaugural ceremony, Dr. Upadhyay, who serves as CEO and Chairman Board at C.Dot, Center for Development of Telematics, all those 4G, 5G, and now he's getting into 6G that you are using. So he has been one of the brains and the prime driver behind it. My dear IIM Amritsar faculty and staff members, friends from the media, if any, I don't see, maybe, and most importantly, the incoming batch. This is your day. Risers, the new members of our family, welcome to your new home. So you already have questioned yourself, or your seniors may have done it, but it's very apt. Before I begin, let me ask you a question. How many of you checked your mobile in the last half an hour or so? Raise your hands. So this is Gen Z, huh? Rightly rising. Let me ask you another question. How many of you checked LinkedIn or posted on LinkedIn last one day or so? Reasonable numbers. And what I see on LinkedIn is something like this. Let me quote. Delighted to announce that I have begun my transformational journey at one of India's premier management institutions. ... So this is it. Right? So I hope all of us understand your generation and then we go together. So this was just a prelude. So you are a generation that does everything on a single device. But at the campus also come out sometimes. Use our facilities, physical facilities, intermingle. So those are some of the things I'll keep on reiterating whenever I meet you. And you are also the generation that doesn't remember the world without a search engine, grew up with social media, survived online classes during COVID, and now find yourself entering a business school at a time when AI is rewriting the rules of work. So exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
And also a little terrifying or no?
Yes.
Terrifying also. So rightly so. So here's the good news. What one of my faculty members also told you. You couldn't have chosen a better time to begin your MBA. If it's a simple cakewalk, there's no challenge, there's no thrill. And now you have those challenges. I'll not term it chaos as Professor Shweta has coined, but it will be challenging. And that's good. That's good for someone who is spirited, who wishes to prove oneself. Now, a lot of people ask me, I'm an old timer. Somebody announced 3 decades of experience, but that means I'm an old timer. So, what is the difference between today's students and the earlier ones? The answer is simple. It's not ambition. Every generation had wanted to succeed. It's not intelligence either. We were also intelligent. Earlier people were also intelligent. The biggest difference is never before has so much information been available. And yet clarity is vague. It's a gray area. Lot of things still we don't have clarity. And those are the challenges. The ambiguity, the hazy environment. You have access to millions of videos, thousands of podcasts, endless newsletters, and AI answers almost every question. But one question still haunts us. What should one actually learn in videos? Make some sense?
Yes.
So let me share my understanding. I could be wrong. Peter Drucker, one of the famous management gurus, said, the greatest danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence. It's to act with yesterday's logic. So we have to invent contemporary logic. So his words are very, very relevant even today. Think about the world you are entering. 5 years ago, hardly anyone imagined that we would have conversations with AI, prepare presentations, write codes, analyze data, or even brainstorm business strategies. Many of you probably use AI to prepare for your interview. How many? See, it is for us to get enlightened. I was guessing at least a few would be there who may not have used. And then, how many of you, let me come to the next question. How many of you used AI to decide what you would pack while coming to the campus? Oh, startling. I thought this would have hardly any hands raised up. So welcome Gen Z once again. Now something which probably your parents care about more than probably you care about, future of jobs. So the World Economic Forum in its Future of Jobs report says that technical skills matter. Employers increasingly value skills such as what some of my colleagues mentioned, creative thinking, analytical thinking, resilience, curiosity, leadership traits, and lifelong learning attitudes. So this is what is going to help you and save you through. And some of you will meet great successes leveraging this. And this is what we try to facilitate or we will try to facilitate during your stay at IIM Amritsar. So will AI replace managers? Futurist Alvin Toffler answered the question a few decades ago. Just quoting him. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So AI will probably replace managers who stop learning. I think our alumnus is not like that. So he will continue and he will grow. The ones who remain curious, who can build trust, who can make ethical decisions, who understand people, who can inspire teams, they will become even more valuable. That's my thinking. I could be wrong. Another thing people ask, and somebody said, I think on the podium itself, why go for an MBA, or somebody asked me earlier on, I don't recollect now. Why go for MBA when technology is changing at such a fast speed? If access to information and knowledge, thanks to C dot, guarantees success, every person with Wi-Fi will be successful. But that's not true. Although information and knowledge have become abundant, wisdom remains scarce. So wisdom has to be developed. Technology cannot do a lot of things. It cannot negotiate conflict between two co-founders of an entrepreneurial firm. It cannot read in silence in a boardroom meeting. Often, sometimes we have silence in the boardroom meeting. It cannot inspire people to follow vision. I need to inspire people at IIM Amritsar community to follow our vision. Hope students have also had a look at our vision. In fact, we went through our vision once again and revised it slightly so that it becomes measurable and tangible. So we have larger discussions on it later on. Again, technology cannot build trust after a failed merger, in a say merger and acquisition case. Also, it cannot convince anxious employees, not only during layoffs, even just the apprehension of a layoff. So this is where human intelligence, human rationale, human character will come into play. So I will skip some of the things which I have noted down, but due to paucity of time, some of my colleagues also mentioned, and seeing that you are already tech savvy, some of the tech related things I will not get deeper into it. I have to learn from you actually. So let me also warn you about something. During your stay here, again, one of my colleagues mentioned, you'll hear many numbers: summer internship, packages, placement statistics, competition rankings, CGPAs, case competitions, salary offers. These numbers do matter, not that they don't matter. But please don't reduce these yourself to a spreadsheet. The most valuable thing you will gain here cannot be measured in these spreadsheets. What could be these? Confidence, character, as one of my colleagues mentioned, friendships, relationships, perspectives, integrity, resilience. Your word derives from resilience itself, I believe. And purpose. It could be collective purpose, it could be individual purpose. Some of you will discover. I am sure not all of you will be able to discover even in 2 years. A lot of us are discovering and rediscovering our purpose, even at this age. But this is what will actually be the things which will not be on your resume, but often they define careers. I find a lot of my friends who had reasonable and good success, they found some purpose. And that purpose, that passion led them to that success. So every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Whom am I quoting? This is a quote. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. This comes from James Clear, author of Atomic Habits. So think about this a bit more seriously. Every class you attend, every assignment you do or you postpone, every conversation you initiate, every promise you keep, every book you finish, every project you get involved in, quietly shapes your identity and sometimes even your character. So this is how you will be groomed over a period of a few years here. They never appear on, these things don't appear on a resume, even a brownie CV point, sometimes they don't appear. But this is what makes person successful in the long run. So focus on these, consciously and unconsciously. I'll make a request now. Look around. Just look around. Now, someone in this hall over a period of time may become your co-founder, may become your investor, may become your future client, your recruiter, or perhaps your closest friend for life. This is what community living and coming to a good institute actually leads to. This online learning cannot provide. This virtual friendship don't provide. Long after you leave this campus, I wish you remember this for the people who walk this journey with you. Make this journey thrilling. Your alumni said fun. So make it thrilling, make it experiential, make it nostalgic. Now, before I finish, I'll give you just four or five ideas, let me say, very quickly. The first idea, be curious, not competitive. Oxymoron? Competition may get you a good grade, but it's curiosity that will give you a meaningful career. Many students come here believing that they are competing against everyone else. I tend to disagree, and your alumnus already mentioned earlier. The only meaningful competition is with you yourself, the way you were yesterday, a moment before, and so on and so forth. So try to keep on improving yourselves. And the future belongs to people who connect technologies with psychology, finance with sustainability, marketing with behavioral science, AI with ethics, and so on and so forth. The list is endless. I'm a teacher, so I'll keep on speaking, but I'm trying to restrain myself. So attend lectures outside your comfort zone. Take part in debates. Learn a new language if possible. Travel if you get the opportunity. Travel to other countries. Interact with the students of other programs. Fortunately, at least we have 4 or 5 programs right now. Interact beyond the classroom with all the stakeholders, as someone said early on also. Read books that have nothing to do with your specialization. Why I'm suggesting all this? The wider your perspective, the better your decisions are likely to. The world is converging fast. So you need to be jack of all trades and maybe master of some. And that is why at IIM Amritsar we value not only academic excellence but also diversity. The new batch people come from 25 states and UTs. So you have a lot of opportunities to intermingle, and of course, so many other opportunities with guest faculty, with industry experts, with panelists, with whom we keep on inviting. Now the second idea, be resilient. I will not explain this. This word is now abused. The third idea, character compounds. All of us know about compound interest in finance. But then reliability also compounds, integrity also compounds, trust compounds. Every time you honor a commitment, acknowledge someone else's contribution, or choose honesty over convenience, people begin to trust you. People rarely follow titles, they follow credibility. So build that credibility around you. The fourth idea, I'm moving fast, but I think you are smart enough to grasp. Focus on well-being. Business schools are demanding. It could be frustrating sometimes. There'll be deadlines and a lot of things you learn on the Instagram and other places. But, and this is just a prelude to your managerial life, as again Mr. Anshuman Singh pointed out. Just a prelude. Here, you can be pardoned, you can get away, but not in your managerial life. So, focus on well-being as well. That helps keep a balance, especially emotional balance. So, in moments of anxiety, gather yourself, and Amritsar community will always be there with you to help you out. And the fifth idea, the most important one, the chief guest also shared, he's following the same path, I am following the same path. Never stop being a student, a learner. Keep on learning. Your MBA is not the end of your education. It's the beginning of a lifelong learning journey. Micro credentials you keep on getting and adding nowadays. So that is just one reflection of a lifelong learning journey. The day you believe you know enough, you stop growing. So read consistently. Here, read I don't mean just the books. Read the business environment, read people around you, read the architecture around you, anything. So that keep your eyes, mind, all the senses open. That's what I mean. Ask thoughtful questions, seek feedback, challenge your own assumptions. Many times we have biases, we have assumptions, and then we realize they were wrong. Remain intellectually humble. That's one of the prerequisites for lifelong learning. Before I conclude, let me leave you with one final thought. Many of you have come here with dreams. Someone may have dreamt of becoming an entrepreneur, someone aspires to work with a global consulting firm, say, or someone of you want to establish family business or strengthen family business. And many of you would, in young generation, would like to make a social impact. And some of you may still be figuring it out. Nothing wrong in that. We keep on figuring out and we keep on reinventing also. So a successful career is important. But more important is becoming someone whom people treat with respect, someone who treats others with dignity, someone who makes ethical decisions when no one is watching. That, in my view, is the true purpose of management education. As director, I can assure you that our faculty will challenge you, your classmates will inspire you, this campus will test you in numerous ways, right or wrong. So that way you will have lot of learning experiences. There will be moments of uncertainty, moments of self-doubt, moments when you will wonder whether you are good enough. When these moments arrive, and they surely will, they keep on arriving even now for me. Remember why you are here. You are admitted not because someone believed you already knew everything. You are admitted because we believed in your potential to learn, your potential to lead, your potential to make a meaningful impact or worthwhile contribution to society, to technology, to businesses, whatever. So let me end where I began. It is the first day of a new version of yourself. Keep on reinventing yourself, keep on upgrading yourself. My hope is that you will carry something far more valuable when you leave this campus. The world you are entering needs leaders who combine competence with character, innovation with integrity, ambition with empathy, and intelligence with wisdom. Once again, welcome to the IIM Amritsar community. Dream boldly. Nothing goes wrong if you dream boldly. Learn relentlessly and ignite possibilities. Make your stay with us the most transformative chapter of your life. Thank you, and I wish each one of you an extraordinary journey ahead. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. It is now a privilege to introduce the chief guest for today's inauguration ceremony, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, an inspiring leader and a driving force in the Indian telecom landscape. Dr. Upadhyay is an academician and technology professional with a strong educational foundation. He holds a postgraduate degree in technology from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. He further pursued his MBA from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, and earned his doctorate in corporate strategy and policy from the same institution, reflecting his deep expertise at the intersection of technology, management, and strategic leadership. An officer of the Indian Telecommunication Services, Government of India, Dr. Upadhyay currently serves as the Chief Executive Officer and Chairman Board at the Center for Development of Telematics. With over 3 decades of leadership experience across telecom, information technology, defense, and broadcasting sectors, he has held key positions including Additional Director General at Prasar Bharati, Deputy Director General at the Department of Telecommunications, Deputy General Manager at Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, and Advisor at the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. He has been recognized with more than 50 awards and honors for his contributions, including the IEEE SA Corporate Award 2025, ITU World Summit on the Information Society Award 2025, ITU World Summit on the Information Society Champion Award 2024, Telecom Person of the Year 2023, and several other national and international recognitions. His remarkable journey of leadership, innovation, and dedicated public service makes him an inspiring role model for our new batch students. It's a privilege to welcome him as the chief guest for the inauguration of the new batch. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay to deliver the inaugural keynote address. Respected Professor Samir Srivastava, Director, IIM Amritsar, Professor Sujit Jagdeveji, Dean Academics, Professor Pavneet Singh Ji, Chairperson, Doctoral Program, Professor Sweta Singh, Chairperson MBA Program, Professor Harpreet Kaur Ji, Chairperson Admissions, Mr. Anshuman, Distinguished Alum from IIM Amritsar, Dean Admin, Dean Research and Strategic Initiative, distinguished faculty members, and most importantly, the vibrant new incoming batch of MBA and PhD and the continuing batch of MS, DMS. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. It's indeed my privilege and honor to be here amongst you. And I thank IIM Amritsar for inviting me, thinking me worthy to be here in front of such a brilliant crowd. First of all, my heartiest congratulations to dear students for earning your place here. We know that lakhs of people apply for this exam and you cracked it and you're sitting in the hall today as an MBA student and a PhD student. You are incredibly fortunate to spend next few years in this historic city of Amritsar. Welcome to most transformative years, 2 years of your MBA and 4 years of your PhD of your life at IIM Amritsar. I think it's going to go a long way. If I look back to my career when we started in 1987 and when I look back, I think the formative years play a much bigger role. I would also like to congratulate the awardees of the Merit Scholarship from 25-27 batch. I think your achievements will definitely go a long way in inspiring the new batch to excel in academics and beyond. I am joining this celebration as I am alum myself. So I did my MBA from IIM Bangalore, I did my PhD from IIM Bangalore. So I know exactly what is going in your mind. The mix of pride that I cracked the exam, I am here in IIM, the sense of joy, the pressure which is being talked about, case competition, assignment, there's a lot of, I think we used to say that the MBA program is definitely a T20 cricket match. You'll have to run very fast, you have to score very fast at the speed rate. So the pressure will definitely build. And then thinking what now, how do I excel, how do I crack, how do I get better grades, and how do I dream once I finish my course and join the corporate board or the academic board. I think this was touched upon by previous, Director Saab and other professors. IIM doesn't just give you degrees, it gives you a mirror. Over the next 2 years of your MBA or 4 years of PhD, you will see what you have transformed to. You came as something, you become something. So that mirror will tell you what you are. And today I want to share what that mirror showed me in 4 decades of service I have done to the government, starting my career from DRDO, then I joined DOT, then I went to BSNL, then I went as advisor in TRI, then I went to Prasar Bharati as South Head, then for last 6 years I'm CEO of CLOT. It was talked about that, the curriculum, you will soon get a timetable where you will say, okay, this is your class for finance, marketing, OB, HR, operations, and so on. But the real subjects at an IIM have no credits. I think it was touched upon earlier. What makes you as a great graduate from here
is not only defined by the grades. There are the other qualities which you develop, the personality which you develop here. And all these are important as learning, as good as, the learning academic subjects or choosing strategic electives. I remember in our MBA time also, even in PhD time, some of the students will go for professors where the grading is easy. They will not go for the courses which are important, but the grades will be lesser. So sometimes, these are, people balance these things out. But what will be important, it will be much beyond academics. You will do self-grading as you evolve yourselves. In IIM setting, these qualities you will self know that how you are doing. Believe me, the corporate world doesn't need managers who can read a balance sheet correctly, or can conduct a statistical analysis, or can do yes or no answer. We need leaders who understand business trends. A simple thing, how a line of code or a new technology or a new method or a new situation or a new innovation can affect the business or transform the business, and how do you deal with this and how do you create remedies for that. So that is what will be the most important part. So apart from grade, I think it was talked about very well in my previous speakers. That part you have to focus a lot, because initial grades, the top grades will get you 0 day, sitting in 0 day as a advantage. But once you go to corporate, I think the other skills will matter better, much better. Because I'll tell you, most of the time we think that we will have all kind of perfection. We will get everything, like in the MBA and PhD also. Talking from my experience. Everything is given to you, you analyze the case and you give it everything. But in the real world, no, you won't get everything. You will deal with the imperfect information. You will deal with incomplete information. You will deal with information asymmetry, constant resources, diverse team, diverse culture. And you still have to take decision making. You still have to take the right decision. And these are the other qualities which will actually help you to deal with those kind of situations. In government and in telecom R&D, we also get hardly any information. India wants to be technologically self-reliant, but you need to compete with the global majors. When you want to know some information about them, you won't get anything, even an inch of information or iota of information you will not get. In 2020, when Galwan attack happened, the country knew that, we need to have self-reliance in at least key technologies. For example, I come from telecom. You all know, if the telecom network is compromised, everything will go away. Your banking will go away, your defense communication will go away, the hospital OT will not happen, your aviation will, the flights will not go. And therefore, Honorable Prime Minister at that time said, should we make our own 4G and 5G? The majors, I just give example, 4G, 5G, only 4 countries are having, China, ZTE, Huawei, Ericsson, and Nokia from Finland, and to some extent Samsung from Korea. There are only 4 countries. Korea to some extent. So the thought was, when America did not do it, Japan did not do it, Russia did not do it, how can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do technologies for cyber? Because as you may be aware, as we have progressed digitally, the attacks have increased to our country. Drastically, attacks have increased. As digitalization happened, frauds have increased. You may be, reading a lot of news of various kind of frauds. So quantum communication is coming. Quantum computing is reality. Once quantum comes, all these encryptions today, which are used for banking transaction or various transactions, will go away. So you need a new method. So the Honorable Prime Minister thought of and said that, should we not do this? And I think somebody pointed out, we have everything. We're the best. The key ingredient for doing anything is the talent, which we have. India has. Today, we power multinationals sitting here, sitting in US, sitting in various parts. But we took that decision and actually India delivered. India delivered on 4G, 5G. India delivered on cybersecurity. India delivered in disaster management. India delivered in various technologies, including quantum. IIM follows case studies. I think at least in our time we were following case studies. Case studies will definitely teach you the frameworks, will improve your analytical skills. But the IIM setting will teach you how to make a right judgment, the other qualities. Again, I will come back. The other qualities will be much more important when you get into your corporate career. Because the ability to deal with messy data, multiple options, team members having differing views, and still you have to arrive at a decision based on what you learned at IIM as a whole, not through your grades. Your grades will be forgotten. I can tell you very clearly, the day you get out of this campus, you'll forget your grade. You won't remember. What will matter, I think Anshuman touched upon that. What will matter, how you perform at the corporate board. Here also, one example, some of the projects you have to do in groups. Many of the assignment, many of the presentation you have to do in the groups, a group of 4 or 5 people. Sometime, I mean, if you are working in a group of 5 people, you have 5 different egos, you have 5 different styles. Somebody wakes up late, somebody rises early, the timings are not matching. So you will learn in this process the team building skills, improve interpersonal relationships skills, and learn how to fill gaps, filling for each other. You know, because finally the grade, you are all worried about grade. Oh, ये लड़का ठीक नहीं कर रहा है, इसकी वजह से मेरा grade खराब हो जाएगा. So you will teach him. You will say यार इसको plug करो, इसको यहाँ से पढ़ो, इसको वहाँ से पढ़ो. So you end up, you know, filling the shortcoming for each other. And that's what I say, welcome to corporate life. This is what will happen. I think Anshuman also does it. It doesn't work linearly. The corporate world doesn't work linearly. You need an all-rounder there. You need batting, you need bowling, you need wicket keeping, you need everything. So don't worry too much about grades. Build your personality here, develop soft skills, and become a leader. Look at the leaders produced by IIMs or IITs. Not necessarily all of them were Dean's List or the toppers. No. They carved out their space based on other qualities. I lead a team of 2,000 at CDOT. We have young, bright scientists, engineers, policy teams, startups, vendors. Not necessarily they report to me, but I have to ensure that the whole engine works together. If the whole engine doesn't work together, I think we'll not deliver the way we are asked to deliver by the government. And this is a very important requirement to deliver. Your technical and academic skills will get the IIM tag. Your people and other soft skills will get you the C-suite. Practice it here. I think somebody said you can fail it here. This is a safety net. Yes. So practice it here. If you have to aim for that C-suite, you know, you need to go beyond grades. As a alum of IIM, I would like to, you know, give 3 lessons or 3 advice or whatever you say. Why I say this? Because I have been relentlessly following the indigenization of technology for this country. When I took over CDOT, you know, there was a decision that BSNL didn't have 4G, and by the time Airtel, Voda, and Jio already had 4G. So there was a decision to be made whether BSNL should buy or wait for indigenous. That choice was to be made. Easy route was definitely buy from Nokia and Ericsson's, and the hard route was, you know, make it yourself. But then there was a sense of doubt in everybody's mind. I was sharing with Director Saab that how the doubt in the whole system, that whether we can do or we cannot do. With the confidence of the team, you cannot deliver a team. I don't mean team only C dot plus. We delivered this, and today our 4G and 5G is operational in BSNL pan India. It is serving 2.5 crore customers. We have become the 5th nation in the world to have own indigenous technology. And the key point is, it is 10% of the foreign cost. That's the beauty. That is the jugaad innovation what Indians do. I think you all are very, very fit to do this. At IIMs, you will be taught ROI. I think when you deal with every time you will listen to this word often, not only in finance classes, you will listen this term in other terms also. Return on investment. Somebody may ask you return on investment of your MBA cost, whatever finance you are doing. There could be differing views. If you talk to a businessman, he said, "अरे यार 25-30 लाख यहाँ क्यों लगाया? एक स्टार्टअप खोलता है ये 30 से इतना मिलियन दे देता हूँ." So ROI will talk a lot will be talked. What I'm asking you to also learn RON, return on nation. I think that is very important. If we have to become a developed nation, I think the command is with you. Only you guys can do that. Every time you make a business decision, ask, am I building for India 10 years from now? That's how we build channels, we create pathways for the country that take shape over the years. Look at China, what they have done. Of course, they're autocratic. But look at the history along. The way, if we have done if our thought process is for the nation, not only for CTC, I think the country will develop quite a bit. Management is nothing but a translation. How does management theories come? We look at the practice, what is happening, then we build theories to match the practice, and then pull back that management to improve the practice. So we learn from the best of the practices happening, and then we make management theories, and then we apply those theories. Is a kind of checklist. Engineer actually speaks in protocols, a policy maker speaks in regulation, a citizen, for example, in Kerala, when I was visiting Kerala, in Malayalam, he was talking. I need disaster management alert in Malayalam. What you do, I don't care. So, we built that disaster management system. Today, it is operational pan India. It has delivered 120 billion alerts for 3,500 disasters in 22 languages. It worked because we translated, we intersected between tech, policy, and people. So all these three picture is required to deliver. And that's your job as managers coming out of IIM. Translate data into decisions and efficiency. Translate vision into execution. Translate purpose into profit. But take care of societal values too. In fact, yesterday when I was in hotel, I was reflecting on the Holy Golden Temple and the beautiful concept of langar. For the management students here, I think you must visit that how they serve the langar. Langar is world's most flawless example of supply chain management, assembly line, real-time demand forecasting, and resource optimization, operating daily without a single glitch, driven entirely by purpose. This is important, driven entirely by purpose. For my PhD scholars, it is a testament to sustainable system design. Amritsar teaches us the greatest designs and the greatest institutions are those that serve the last person in the queue. This langar example, you go anytime, you will get the food. Who you are, which race, which creed, doesn't matter. And it works brilliantly as an assembly line. I think those who have not visited, when my first visit was there, I spent 2 hours there in that how the whole chain works. And that is how I was reflecting yesterday on that. And that is the exact ethos we also use at CDOT when designing communication tool for remotest village for India, for the last underprivileged at what we call at bottom of the pyramid. And that is the humility you must carry into your boardrooms and academic and research careers. I would advise you to build ecosystems, not just companies, ecosystem for the company, for India. For example, we have done 175 technology transfers. We give our technology free to the industry, to the startups, and MSMEs charge very small royalty. We have transferred 175 technologies. We run startup programs like Summer Nidhi, which empower the startups. Use your IIM network, mentor others. Hire beyond metros once you go into corporate world. Hire beyond metros. Partner with promising startups. That's how to create 10x impact on for the country. That's the IIM responsibility you will have when you pass out and join corporate or an industry. And now I think it was talked about. Sir was talking about Gen Z. That's very, very true. The world will be very different. I think the MBA batch will come out in 2028 and the PhD batch will come out 2030. The AI, the way it has created, challenges and opportunities are very, very important for you. I don't know about IIM Amritsar. If you join MBA in Bangalore, the initial 1 week they teach you Excel. That time they master your Excel pivot table कैसे बनाना है, graph कैसे करना है, data को कैसे crunch करना है, all that they will teach you. I suggest that we should, although I saw a lot of hands up, there should be an AI course, 1 week introductory course on AI, how we use AI, because you would have also read the news, recently. Even the AI has come, but some of the organizations have spent their budget within 3 months by exhausting the tokens. So technology has come. That doesn't mean that it can be used just like that. So therefore, AI literacy will become like basic Excel. I will request you to learn to speak the language of technology along with management, because that is where the future of the strategy lies. So AI is here to stay, and AI is going to. So AI is like very, very like ABCD we used to learn in our. I learned ABCD in 6th, but currently they are learning in LKG. And the other thing I will say is the trust part. Trust is the new profit and loss. We built Sanchar Sathi. I don't know how many. Anyone have used sancharsati.com? Anyone? Yeah. So that is to generate trust. Today, many people say the government website, the government apps don't work. This Sanchar Sathi hits within 1.5 years 30 crore. 30 crore hits. More than 25 million, 2.5 million, 25 million app downloads. This is working in 22 languages. In banking, in e-commerce, in healthcare, your brand will live or die based on trust. As IIM managers and leaders, you have the responsibility to guard it. Wherever you go, you build, you bring the trust. I think the trust was also pointed out by previous speakers. This is the decade. In fact, the Prime Minister says decade for technological decade for India, and the world expects from IIMs. Government has done a lot of work on UPI, in semiconductor mission, in indigenous 5G, defense export today. We are exporting in defense, AI mission, G20 presidencies. The tailwinds are rare, but tailwinds also raise the bar. Global companies now look to Indian talent. Earlier also they used to look, but they are looked with much more, respect, much more sense of, feeling that the Indians are great, and they are leading the global businesses. My advice will be just don't think in India for Indians. Think India for global, India for the world, and that is what our Honorable Prime Minister says always, that we need to build for not only India, we need to build for the world. And there I would like to say that, when you join, look for the company. I think give a good thought for Indian companies. Very good thought for Indian companies, because if you all go to Amazon's, Facebooks and Intels, I think India will not, the value of preparation will not happen in India. Value of preparation will go somewhere else. All the mehnat what faculty will do here will be actually reaped by somebody else. IIM seat is definitely a privilege. Cracking IIM is not that easy. Millions are as smart as you, but you are here because of your merit, because of your hard work, because of the wishes of your parents, wishes of your well-wishers. So what to do with it? Once you get a degree, what to do with it? I will say that we build many technologies and we hire from top 25 NRF colleges. I get the students from IITs and NITs and IIMs. If they go out, they will get 2 to 3 times salaries. I know this. If they go out, their salaries will be 2 to 3 times. But still, they remain with us. They are balancing national pride, national beauty with material gains. They may be suffering in material gains, but they are actually building, experiencing national pride and national beauty. I would request, and I urge you that you IIM graduates, both all the courses included, should look at this feature also, that if I join an Indian company, how the contribution I make for the country. Because if you go for little higher CTC for the foreign companies, you will do well for material gains, but as a country, if you want to be a developed nation, we need a good growth for our Indian companies, and that's why I will say don't chase highest CTC on day one. Chase the hardest problem, choose nation first. It's okay to have little less CTC, join Indian companies, improve their output, improve their quality, improve their cost, improve their brand, and take what matters them to go to scale global heights. To our PhD scholars, you are playing test cricket. I think MBA batches we are playing T20. You are playing test cricket. The techniques, all that will be very, very important for you. So, in a world which is obsessed with seconds of 15-second reels and instant gratification, you have chosen the path of depth, patience, and rigorous truth. Choose a problem that can solve real industry or policy issue. Don't choose a problem with just by changing one variable, you got a good result. I will say that think while you are doing 2 years of coursework, think of a good problem that can help an industry or that can help resolve a policy issue or make a better policy. Don't look for shortcuts or easy citations. Pick problems that actually matter. To India's growth story, whether it is in data sciences, organizational behavior, macroeconomics, or be it anything, I think you will have to choose a problem which is immediately useful for India's emergence as a developed nation. My dear students, the network is ready here for you. The bandwidth is infinite, infinite. You get the best campus, best of the faculties, all learned faculties here. You work hard, stay grounded, go ahead and make IIM in India proud. As you embark on this journey at IIM Amritsar, remember that you are entering the management and research landscape at a very historic moment. India is transitioning from a service-driven economy to innovation-driven economy. India is no longer a consumer of global technology. We have been all these years consumer of global technology. We are becoming or starting to be a creator of the technologies. And your help will be required. You can definitely do it. When you leave the gates of IIM Amritsar after your course, do not just aim to be a cog in a multinational wheel. Aim to build platforms for India. Aim to create the standards for India. At CDOT, we fought the global narrative to establish Indian telecom standard, Indian telecom technology. I can tell you, my engineers really did very hard work. Any system you may realize, if you have to, camera has to work with the Microsoft window. These two guys have to work together. When we created technology, none of them supported us. It was hard way figured out how that is work. So I would request you that you need to really keep that thought in mind. I'll also tell you students that failures are part of the game. I remember this very vividly as PhD student. The professors will give us to correct the copies of PGP students. My exact chair will give me or my chair. And all of you come from very good background as a topper. I don't know whether Amritsar also follows. IIM has a follow that nobody you can't give grade more than 25% to A, 70% A and B, and rest has to be pushed in C and D. And we have to push them in C and D. And these guys will come and cry and say, sir, मैं तो हमेशा टॉपर रहा अपने कॉलेज का मेरे को डी लगा दिया आपने मेरे पिताजी क्या बोलेंगे मेरे को why did you give me C and D? So we have to explain to them, don't worry about this. This is relative grading. It doesn't really make difference. So I must tell you that these situations will come to you also. Don't worry about those things. You may fail at times, but don't get disappointed. I can just say even Tendulkars of the world can get out at zero. Federers of the world can lose matches. But the real leaders are those who fail, learn from that mistake and move on. Tendulkars and Federers could have lost, but they still became very, very great. Great leaders are not the one who always had success, but those who learned from each failure and improved continuously. At CDOT, our scientists spend years working on a problem, and for months they don't get any result. But eventually, if you improve, as I think Anshuman also pointed it out, improve week by week, at some point of time you get the success, and that's all. Our Honorable Prime Minister has been telling the slogan, Viksit Bharat by 2047, government is working. I think IIMs have to play a big role, I think, to achieve this reality. So I'll request 3 promises from my alum mates, IIM alums, class of 2028, PhD of 2030, and MSDM of 25-27. First, I think it was touched upon by the director, sir, be curious. You should question the case study. You should question the framework. You should question the solution, and you should also question yourself. If you do this questioning actually sharpens the analysis and leads to new ways and innovations. I remember while doing PhD, we were asked to present lectures, seminars we used to do. And in some of the seminars, nobody will ask questions or only 2 questions will be asked. We used to come very disappointed out. If there are many questions, many critics, people rip you apart, you learn a lot because then you get, you correct those mistakes. And therefore, don't be very curious. The second promise I would ask you, be courageous. Take the elective that builds your capability, not that builds your grade. Because I have seen some students taking electives which build the grade. Cultivate entrepreneurial spirits, lead the first, start and venture. I think you could be an entrepreneur. I think you should think entrepreneurship as one of your priority. Instead of job seeker, tomorrow you could be a job provider for the country. And somebody said that this is a safety net. Fail here because it's safe here. And lastly, be committed to your batchmates, be committed to the institution, be committed to India. 2 or 4 years from now, depending upon if you are MBA or PhD, don't leave IIM just with a degree. Leave IIM with an identity. You should be defined by your identity. And I must thank the director sir and the faculty for shaping leaders all these years. And now the new batches in front of you, I think they will emerge as stronger as has been done in the past. I also take the opportunity to thank the parents of these students who have taken, who has posed their trust on IIMs. I'm sure that their children will go out with flying colors from here. And wishing you all the best. I wish you very, very best. I can't wait to see what you build. I wish that director sir invites me for as a participant in the convocation ceremony also, so that we can hear from them. All the best. Wishing you all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable address and for sharing your thoughts with us. To formally conclude this special occasion, I now invite Ms. Nanda S. Nair from the Students' Council to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. As we conclude this inspiring inaugural ceremony, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone whose presence and contributions have made today's event truly memorable. I extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, for gracing this occasion and delivering such an inspiring inaugural keynote address. Your words of wisdom, visionary insights, and invaluable guidance have set the perfect tone for the journey that lies ahead. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to be with us today and for inspiring us to strive for excellence, innovation, and purpose. My deepest gratitude to our respected director, Professor Samir Kumar Srivastava, for his inspiring address and for his unwavering commitment to building an institution that nurtures excellence, innovation, and responsible leadership. Your visions continue to shape IIM Amritsar and motivates every student to dream bigger and achieve greater. My sincere gratitude to Professor Sujit R. Jagdale, Dean Academics and Program, for giving us a glimpse of the enriching academic journey that awaits our incoming students. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to Professor Harpreet Kaur, Chairperson Admissions, Professor Shweta Singh, Chairperson MBA, Professor Pavneet Singh, Chairperson Doctoral Program, for your warm welcome and encouraging words that have made every new member of IIM Amritsar family feel truly at home. A special word of thanks to our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Anshuman Singh Tiotia, for returning to your alma mater and sharing your inspiring journey with us. Your experiences across leadership roles and your continued association with the institution beautifully reflects the value that IIM Amritsar instilled in its students. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. Your words have reminded us that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and lead with conviction. Heartfelt thanks to all the chairpersons, all respected faculty members, and distinguished dignitaries for gracing this occasion with your presence and support. A heartfelt thanks to all our administrative staff, the program office, and every member of the organizing and supporting teams. Your meticulous planning, tireless efforts, and seamless coordination have ensured the success of this ceremony. Congratulations to all the Merit Scholarship awardees. Your dedication, perseverance, and pursuit of excellence are truly commendable. May your achievements continue to inspire more. To our alumni and every member of the IIM Amritsar community, thank you for your continued support in nurturing an environment that inspires learning, collaboration, and growth. Finally, a very warm welcome to the incoming batches of MBA 12, MBA BA6, MBA HR06, and PhD 7 to IIM Amritsar family. We also extend a warm welcome to the second year participants of MSDSM program who joined us at IIM Amritsar campus after successfully completing their first year at IIT Europa. As you embark on this exciting new chapter, may you embrace every opportunity to learn, challenge yourself, build lifelong relationships, and create meaningful impact. We hope your journey here is filled with enriching experiences, unforgettable memories, and countless opportunities to grow into leaders who will make a difference. With gratitude to everyone present, I once again thank you all for making this inaugural ceremony a memorable beginning for our newest members of the IIM Amritsar family. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Now, before we conclude, I request you all to please rise for the national anthem.